Welcome, guys. There we go. Hey, Lady Stardust and Nathan, welcome to the stream. Welcome, guys. No Tornado Survival, but we're playing some Minecrafts. So getting myself set up here. So hey, Mine Boy, Night Fur Gaming, hello. Backyard Wiffle Ball, hello. The Mythic Gaming, hello. Saturday evening, I know some people will probably eating dinner if you're in my time zone, but otherwise I hope you're kind of just hanging around. It's either your Saturday night in Europe or it's Saturday afternoon on the West Coast, so I figured it'd be a good time to stream, and I haven't streamed in a week or so since we were just coding Avius. Let me know if there's any issues with the Minecraft music being too loud or sound effects. Otherwise, I left all the settings fine from earlier. Hello, Gavin. Hello, Lava Studios. Well, thank you for being a fan and continuing to tune into the channel for all these years, even though I do not do it with the frequency and full time that I once did. Tornado Survival it's not a thing anymore. I'm just not playing that at the moment. I haven't played Minecraft in general in a long time. Oh, you're coding too. What are you coding, Nathan? What are you playing on your PS2, Elias? I don't know if I'm saying your name right. Elias? Saluda. Alright, well anyway. Probably going to work a little bit on Avius. Just a quick update on it. I mean, everything's configured. We found the seed. Skatum has started to work on the spawn. Basically all of the major plugins have been set up and configured. I'm going through the permissions. I've now configured the 3 basic classes: Miner, Lumberjack, Gardener. I'm now going to work on the double classes and then the triple. And of course, those will be a little bit more complicated, but they're also easier and less time consuming to set up because I basically have them already set up. I just have to kind of clone them and then just do a bunch of copying and pasting. So I should be able to get that out of the park pretty easy. But so we're still working on that, and then Zerthick has started to work on CMO. They've kind of planned out the objectives and the process they're going to get through the plugin. Now he's actually going to start coding, so we should see some sort of test product out, and maybe a test server as soon as like 2 weeks is maybe a decent window. 2 or 3 weeks, we could potentially have a test server out where you could log on and play through Miner, Lumberjack, or Gardener. And maybe get to do 2 classes at once, but there's not going to be any of the extra stuff, like really probably the towns and stuff yet. It would just be MCMMO vanilla, testing out the basic. I mean, it'll take so much time to get master of those to even own a town to begin with, but I think it's in a near future to get some sort of test out, at least for the basic, like just the basic 3 classes: Miner, Lumberjack, Gardener, not the Alchemist and all the other classes and what happens once you master. We'll be adding that on as we go along, but at least the 3 basic things, to get something out to start getting some of the stuff tested, because I have set up a lot of stuff. Zerthick has coded a lot of stuff, and we haven't really properly tested it out. And just like we had that first map where maybe 2 or 3 times a day we're doing server restarts because we're finding little bugs in the permissions file and typos. We're finding out that certain things in these plugins aren't working like we thought, now that players are actually trying to use it or maybe trying to exploit things. So get excited for Avius. I think it's coming. Make sure you tune in. The forums, I'll be updating that soon eventually. But you can get on the Discord. Get on the Avius Discord and get the updates and see what's going on. Ace Combat 0, nice. Oh, I did get it right the first time. I never had a I had a PlayStation 3, but that's only because we used just Blu-ray, and I wanted to play Metal Gear Solid and that one the new Need for Speed. But I never owned any other PlayStations. Trains, yep, that's a quality game. Okay, so anyway, the test servers transfer the main or no? Debatable. It depends how bad things break. Your money will, because the money system is very simple. The money system is going to stay the same, where mob parts are really what make you your money. So if you make donations, you get money, or you just make lots of money, essentially that will transfer to the main server. Your skills are iffy. If everything goes smooth, the test map will eventually just stay around for a year and become the full map once everything launches. It's just a test, so we're going to make sure people know that there's a chance that things may break, and maybe it was way too easy to level up, and instead of wiping everybody, we're just going to kind of continue going. But then once we know everything is balanced, we're just going to do a reset. But I think between now and the summer, it's probably going to be one map, and you will definitely keep your money, because that's one system that'll be in place. What is going to be iffy is your MCMMO levels. Your skill levels is going to be iffy if you're going to transfer. If things were to go bad, I can't guarantee they would transfer. But if that would be the case, I would try to give some sort of compensation to those that help test out the map in terms of money in the server, because we would appreciate you helping to test it out and realizing it's not working, Connor. But it'll be, you'll at least keep your money. Not sure about your skill and rank, and that will just depend on how smooth things go. The smoother they go, the more likely that map will stay around, because there's really no, if everything goes smoothly, it'll be that one map at those 3 basic levels, and then once we're ready to do, the towns, that'll just be implemented and the map will stay the same. And then once we're ready to implement the 3 higher tier ranks, when you can be an alchemist, and we'll have the smelting or the smelter, whatever the other levels are that Zerthick and I have talked about, when that stuff gets implemented, it'll just hopefully be a smooth transition of adding these features to the server. And then by the time we get to the summer, it'll be a full-fledged the way we want it, and we won't have to change maps. Because with these big servers where you're building big towns, and it takes you a couple months of playtime to get yourself up and running to where you can own stuff like that, we wanted them to keep around for a year. When we did the maps for 6 or 8 months, it was a little too short. Hang on one second. Someone's calling me. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. My friend was trying to call me about something, and we kept missing each other, and then I guess I just got him, and then the pager was going off. Someone's fire hydrant is shooting out water, but it's probably just testing. Okay. Anyway, let's see, what did I miss in chat? Yes, Metal Gear is good. Some of them just get really weird, like the new ones. I think 1, 2, and 3 was great. The newer ones were. I never finished Phantom Pain, but I did play some of it. How do I install mods, Miner Boy? That's something you just gotta look up. I mean, it's pretty easy now with Forge. Yeah, I remember in the days, guys, where you'd open up like the jar and delete stuff and then drag things into it. But now Forge has an installer. You just download and run it, and it installs Forge. And then there's just a mods folder in your .Miencraft that'll look something like this. Like, here's your Minecraft with your saves and stuff, and you'll just have a mods folder, and then you'll download whatever mods you want and put them in the mods folder. And as long as they're up to date and compatible with the Forge that you installed, they'll run. But there's plenty of good YouTube videos online to show you how to do that, I think. And I'm not going to show you how to do that. But it's much easier nowadays than it was. Back in the old days with Tornado Survival, installing that mod was fun, but now it's a Forge mod, so you just download Forge and then drag the jars into the mods. But anyway, yes, Minecraft 6 years ago. What's up, Cactus Gaming? Welcome. Fire hydrants are basically direct access to the city's water system for when there's building fire. The fire department can pull up to it and hook up their hose to the fire hydrant and then get a ton of water to help put out the fire. In highly populated areas, that's the way they do it, especially here in America. Once you get out of the city, like in the rural part of the county, there's no fire hydrants. But you have a higher risk of your house burning down because basically the water has to get brought in on a tanker on the big fire trucks, or you have to have a pond that you pump it out of. So if you just got the fire trucks coming to the scene, whatever water they have in the back of the fire truck is what you're using to put the fire out. But if it's a big fire, a big house fire, or an apartment complex fire, you're going to need a lot more water than just what's in the back, your 1,000 gallons in the back of your fire truck. You're going to need it be pumping water for a half hour, and you're going to need tens of thousands of gallons and multiple hoses going on all sides of the building. So that's what the fire hydrants are for, that the fire department hooks the hoses up to and uses the city's water system to get a bunch of water at once, and kind of like the endless supply to help put out that fire. Yeah, since Mike7493. All right, so anyway, since I was born, you're 61 now. Yep, YouTube and the internet has definitely been around for 61 years. All right, anyway, we're not going to do any Minecraft stuff at the moment, or any Avius stuff at the moment. What we are going to do is go ahead and play some just vanilla Minecraft. I want you guys to help talk to me about how the new stuff works in this on 1.12, the advancements, the crafting books, the new features that have been added since I probably last played seriously, which is 1.10. I did play a little bit of the Tornado Survival, maybe in I think it was 1.10 though. I don't think I played any of 1.11. 1.13 is coming out very soon, but it's not adding much. It's mostly just behind the scenes stuff. It has very minor fixes, so I'm not worrying about it. The big 1.14 will be here for the summer with all the new features. So we're going to go and get started. This was a seed someone gave me from the first stream I did a couple weeks ago, and it's basically an island in the middle of the ocean. It looks fun to try and survive on this and play around on it. So this is what we're going to start with. Yeah, it just depends. I mean, it depends how urban it is and what your system is. And what kind of buildings you have too. So, well, wow, watching all the way from Auckland, New Zealand. How about that? Yeah, the mob B looks pretty neat. I wish they would have added all of those mobs because all of them are really great ideas. They were pretty creative and they were interesting. And it's kind of sad that, they're adding something like a husk where they could have added those for neat. So, play more Animal Crossing Progresso Soup. I will play more Animal Crossing at some point. I know I'll go back to that game. I'm just sort of waiting for Switch or GameCube to launch on the Virtual Console, but it doesn't look like either of those are happening between now and the summer, so I might be picking back up another Animal Crossing game Maybe I'll try and pick up City Folk and maybe do some my playthroughs of that. I haven't really played much of that in a long time. All right, anyway, 1.12, I just generated this world. Here's the seed. If you would like to play along, there's a seed for you. If you generate it on large biomes, you will spawn in the ocean, and assuming this island is somewhere nearby, but this is just all normal. I have cheats disabled. Of course, you can always open land and start the cheats, but cheats are disabled. We're on hard mode. Everything else is pretty basic. And I think I went ahead and put the bonus chest on somewhere. So we'll see how these frames hold up. I had dropped a little bit there. I should be good because I don't have too much running on the computer at the moment. It just seems to drop to 18 every once in a while. Let's go ahead and close out. Let's close out Discord. Help save up some space. And I can probably close out. That's probably not killing up too much. We can go ahead and close this. I'll go ahead and close that. My color scheme might change itself. We got high performance mode, didn't have that on. And we got our fans running at 100%. All right, I think we're ready to go. If it gets too laggy, please let me know. CPU or GPU encoding, I have no idea. Is that something with OBS or is that something with Miencraft? Oh, hey there, Necker. Yeah, I saw. I'm just gonna stream here for a bit and did you want to? I don't have any way to do a server because I don't have it port forwarded like Zerthick does to have you join. That's. Oh, I found the chest. So it is Sunday tomorrow afternoon. So it is the next day. It is 6 in the evening here on Saturday, the 20th. And it's winter time. It's not summer. I always forget the differences. All right, anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm also using the new resource pack that has the updated textures for default Minecraft. I guess what I can do, because we are in the ocean, is turn our render distance down. Can probably turn smooth lighting off for now. Let's see how this goes. See if that helps a little bit. Again, if it gets too painful to watch on the stream, please let me know. That almost made it worse. That did make it worse. What the heck? The fog made it worse. What was it on? 10 chunks? Yeah, the fog literally made it worse. Okay. Well, I went ahead and did one of these starter chests because they're fun. All right, what do we got here? Some sticks. Wooden axe, stone pickaxe. We got some planks, some dark oak wood, 2 apples, and I love these new textures, and 2 raw salmon. Ah, we already got ourselves an advancement. Yeah, C, I had set up to do my advancements. So I think you have multiple trees. I think there's like 5 advancement trees in general. It's like normal Minecraft, the end, the nether, husbandry, and I don't know what the last one is. But it's just a normal one. I think they go yellow when you complete them, so obviously you can do them not in order. So this will be Mindstone with your new pickaxe, the heart and story of the Minecraft. I don't know how to do some of these. Obviously the tutorial didn't show itself, which is just to walk around and stuff. So here we go, there's that. Let's just go ahead and break this. Wow, my FPS here. It's been a long time since I had to worry about the FPS in my Minecraft game. Okay. Let's try that. I don't think this is really going to make a difference. I think it's just having to stream this is taking up a lot. I need all these to load. Load the chunks, please. It's weird, though, that it seems to make it worse when I put in these features. 16 FPS. Oh, I touched water and unlocked a recipe for my boat. We're just going to put it back the way it was and just put it back the way it was. Oh, none of this seemed to help. True. Sometimes that does help. Sometimes it makes it way worse. Oh, that helped. 53. That might have been the issue. That might help for the stream. Thank you, I don't know how to say your name. Joaquin? All right. I think we're much better off now. Thank you for that. That seemed to be the issue for the streaming. Obviously, we're still going to have some little drops, but it seems to maintain above 30, which is all that's important. So anyway, we have this crafting book. And these are all the recipes I guess you start with. You start with, I think, a crafting table and a torch. I guess it just shows you how to make them and it fills out the recipes for you. So if you didn't know how to make things, once you have the resources for it, it's made to show you. This is kind of the merge between, I guess, what they have in Bedrock Edition and Pocket Edition and stuff like that. And keeping it still like the computer because you have a mouse, so it's easier to build these. But if you do have to craft lots of tedious things, it looks like it'll make it a lot better. We'll go ahead. I think I can just do that. Yeah, it makes it set. So we had different categories here. Looks like, and then you can show just the ones you have the resources to craft right now, and then all your recipes, which looks to be interesting. Looks like it's a search function too. Also, just our advancements. I guess we started that. So mine stone with your new pickaxe and get some iron. So let's go ahead and chop one of these trees down. New recipes, of course. All right, have a good day, or I guess for you, have a good day, lady. Chop some trees down. Looks like there's another island over there. Tornado survival, I just lost interest and stopped playing. That's all. Can't do the same thing every day for 10 years. Played it. I had that series and brought it back for you guys for a bit. See, I'm guessing that's going to give me recipes. Yep. Oh, I forgot about the clay powder, concrete stuff. All right. I need some seeds for food. It says I'm getting those frames per second, but I'm getting much less than that. Is it annoying for you guys to watch? If not, we'll just go code some Avius and I'll just play this in my own time. Yeah, I can too, Nathan. I just can't stream and do that. Streaming is very, very labor intensive. That's really my issue. Guess we can chop some more trees down and explore this island some more, though. Wow, oof, these frames. Oh, we got some coal in here. Perfect. There we go, Stone Age advancement. New recipes as well. Maybe we'll just start making our base in this little miniature cave here. Thank you, Backyard Wiffle Ball. Did you pull that seed up? Anything else good down there? Any dungeons? You don't have to tell me exactly where they are, but is there some good stuff underneath? Maybe a mine shaft or something? Oh, these are my new ones. Levers, sandstone. Oh, that's interesting. It definitely, I thought it showed me I unlocked some more rest. Oh, it's because I don't have the crafting table open. These are just the ones that you can craft without the crafting table. Makes sense. I'm just being a derp. Okay, let's go ahead and light this cave up before monsters spawn in here. Go ahead and set this up as our little base. There we go. Here's a whole bunch of good stuff. All right, so this is the, I don't know how to make concrete powder. Oh, wow, it shows it the whole interface. Okay. What is that? Gravel, sand, and then some dye to make whatever your concrete powder is. Interesting. All right, good to know. Probably go ahead and make a furnace. Let's go ahead and make a stone sword. That'll be good. Now we got the tools. Alright, alright, this isn't bad. We need some wood. Oh, you can just click how many we want. Let's do that, and then let's get ourselves a chest. Oh, we already had a chest. I forgot. Well, we're gonna have a double chest. That's fine. Already derping, already pulling the classic Minecraft derps here. Oh, there's diamonds nearby. Nice. A streaming texture pack. That'd be super basic. Alright, that's pretty close to me, just dead under. I'm gonna have not ready to dig that deep yet, but that's about my coordinates. So that's good to know that if I go down and start mining a tunnel mine, we'll get some. Let's go ahead and put this stuff here. Just gonna put some of these things in here. It's starting to get dark, which makes me teensy bit nervous. It might also be the ocean. Sometimes wide open spaces get really weird. I'm gonna tough it out to go look around. Okay, so we got some flowers. See if we can get some seeds here. Wow, why is this getting worse and worse as we play? This is not very fun. Well, this computer is like a 6 or 7 year old model, and I've had it for 4 or 5 years now, so it is what it is. Alright, so we got over here on top of this island just some more normal trees. I don't see any birch trees. There was that flower. Let's see, we got a cow. I might want to save him, because it doesn't look like we have very many, so I guess I need to save him. There's an island over there. No sheep, so we can't sleep to make it day. I guess we can take that flower. Gives me new recipes. It's going to be kind of addicting to like unlock every recipe in the game in your book by getting all the stuff. Guess we'll get that red flower and get a new recipe there. Okay. Well, I guess in the dark we're going to just cut some more trees down. Hey, ID Gaming. I've not seen Kingdoms and Castles. Is that a mod for Minecraft? Or is that a game itself? Oh, there is a birch tree. Why didn't you guys tell me? You're good. I think I had saw one like subconsciously because that's why I was thinking about a birch tree, but I just couldn't find it. Well, we got some birch saplings, so that's all we really needed. Still need some seeds. Oh, there we go. There's some seeds. And some more seeds. We can start farming. What do we got underwater? Oh, there's some clay. Let's go ahead and just take some of this. I'm sure that gets us lots of new recipes. There's lots of things you can do with clay now. Remember back in the day where the only thing you could do with clay was turn it into that... Oh, and there's sugarcane. Let's turn it into that bright red brick. We're going to plant this at a better location. Let's plant it right down here. Actually. Oh, I like that new model for the birch saplings. I'm so used to playing Stardew Valley where you can like press a key and like swap your toolbars here. Okay. Okay. This is. I felt like last time we played Minecraft, we did not have as much of a lag issue. I mean, it was, and then I thought I had fixed this issue. Oh well. Of course, new recipes. And new recipes. Now we just need to find the redstone, which I saw somewhere. Because now I'm going to be addicted to unlocking all the recipes. There's some. There we go. Okay, so let's make a hoe so we can get some seeds planted for some food, since that looks like all we're going to be dealing with for a little while. I'm not going to have much better. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh yeah, I'm sure there's an ocean temple nearby. Nice. It's always fun. Did you find it like accidentally, or were you hunting for one? Because that always makes a difference. I think there was only one that I found like just mining along, and it was probably, I think it was like my very first one because they didn't have that feature in the game. That always makes it like extra exciting when you're just mining and you're like, what? That is a stone brick. And you're, what is going on? And you find one and it's amazing. A seedy place. We just unlocked something. So we need iron. Oh, that's why you were telling me there was lava. Oh, so we got the husbandry tab now. Plant the seed and watch it grow. Completely use up a diamond hoe. That's a new one. Eat everything that is edible, even if it's not good for you. That's a fun achievement. Don't you love having smooth lighting off and then having it on fast textures? Doesn't it just make you feel like we're back in Minecraft beta looking at that view right now? Alright, I will have to check that out, Joaquin. I will take a look. I just like looking at that. So nostalgic. Well, at least we know we can mine without a frame rate issue. I think it might be the ocean that's causing the struggle. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it's just moving. It's like walking around that seems to be the laggy part here. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and dump some of this other stuff in. I think I'm just going to mine. Let's just wait for some daylight here. Guess I can make some torches. And just look through here. I just want to see what other stuff we've got. See, we've got dyes, sugar, of course, paper. That book seems like it would get overwhelming, but maybe not. Is it really going to be a decade old? I guess I need to think. When did I first play it? I think it was like sophomore year of high school. So that would be 4, 5, 6, 7, 7-ish years ago, 8 years ago. And it was out like a year before me as like the survival beta in alpha mode. And then I think it had like a year where it was just that really basic survival mode, or not survival mode, it was just like the really basic mode. So I can see maybe a year from when it was like first started development, it could be a decade old. You want me to go where my chest is and just go straight down? Is that where the diamonds are? Well, we're going this way instead. Sorry. I messed that up already. I haven't had any Minecraft music yet. So sad. I remember that. That was like just something I remember about beta. I was like, music is great. Why does it only play like every once in a while? It needs to play more. I hear lava. You're right. There is a lava pit very close under the island. I'm going to stay up here in case I break into it and everything starts flooding with lava. Oh no. Okay, to the left is where the lava is. Let's make some more of these. It's kind of nice. It's much faster having those recipes there. You don't have to click them on every time. So I can't complain. I might actually like that feature. I mean, it's always optional. You can just do this and forget it's a thing. So how do I get that? Kill an animal or something? Because I got that eventually. From the lava. Here, you need my coordinates. Yeah, it's getting louder. No iron yet. There we go. And you're right, it's to our left. What do we got in here? I don't even see anything. There's no ore in this little box. Well, keep digging. Because I don't have iron to fill up a bucket. Oh, that's true. Things are going to come down the cave, Cereal. Oh well, I want to fight some stuff. As long as it's not a creeper that doesn't come up behind me, blow me up, and launch me into the lava. Guess that'd be the only thing. But I think I'm too far down for them to like track into me, so I think we're good. So I'm really excited for Avius to come out. I'm kind of really excited to have a play Minecraft with a community again. It's always really fun to do that, especially because I've tried to find some other servers recently and just had not had any luck. But that's why I've been playing Stardew Valley, trying to basically go. You know, I've completed the game. I'm just trying to 100% complete it and spending a lot of time decorating my house and decorating the farm. It's pretty good now. I'm of course playing the Switch version, not on PC like I had played. But I'm not really doing necessarily anything new that you haven't seen me in my Let's Play that I'm playing on the Switch. But I've almost got 2 million G, because I have finally got my greenhouse filled all the way up with ancient fruit. So I get like 100,000 a week. And because I've maxed out everyone's friendships, I can just skip days and like friends don't get punished anymore. So I could just like skip through a week, get 100,000, skip through another week, get another 100,000. I'm trying to get 2 million because I want the return scepter. So I can just teleport back to my farm whenever I want. If there was iron, I would go dig around in there, but I'm going to fall in just for the coal. Yes, I cannot wait for that to happen. I'm going to be playing with Skate M. Although, at least when the beta comes out on the PC, I think him and I are going to play. I'll probably record that when him and I are playing that on the PC. And then hopefully soon after it's going to fall on the Switch, because the Switch is going to be the first console to get it. But PC's beta is supposed to come out in Q1 2018 to test things out. So I'm really interested to see how it's going to work and if it's how fun it is. So there'll probably be some videos of that. Yeah, I mean, it's supposed to be out by like March. It was supposed to be out by the end of last year, but they delayed it a little bit because they spent so much time developing it for Switch, or just developing the Switch version of the game and getting all the languages out. Okay. But yeah, when multiplayer comes to Switch, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome because he's going to add some new features and it'll be fun to replay with people. I guess my only concern is I think it's still a little fuzzy about how its multiplayer is going to work, because I'm not sure if it's going to be hosted at at their servers. I think it might be more like, oh hey, I'm online now, I'm going to invite you to my world, kind of like the way Minecraft works, where the other players can't necessarily. Oh, Gravel has a new texture, I didn't recognize it. Where I don't think the other players can necessarily play when you're not on. So you have to be on for like everyone to play, which is fine, but I'd also like for kind of us to have a shared world, and then everyone is able to, everyone's able to play whenever they want. But it should be very good fun. I mean, obviously on the computer having the chat, it looks like the chat will probably be similar to how Minecraft chat works. It'll be good as well. There we go. There's some music. Let's see, how deep down are we now? 50? Not bad. I mean, for someone who's brand new, it's kind of nice to have that book, because now I just got one piece of flint and I know what flint is used for. They're like, hey, you use flint, even though you don't have everything ready to make it, you use flint to make arrows, so start saving them because you're going to want some arrows. And it tells you what the recipe is. But at the same time, that was part of Minecraft, figuring out what crafting recipes were, what things were used for, spending time on the wiki, just spending time messing around yourself. So for an experienced player, I don't mind it because I can just for some of the more complicated new things, it's just nice instead of having to go to the wiki, it'll just be right there. But for a new player, it's also nice because you just know how to do things. You don't have to go to the wiki all the time. But at the same time, as a new player, it would be kind of fun if it didn't tell you what everything was in the game and everything you could do with everything. What do you guys think? We got a long way. Well, when this pickup breaks, we'll go back up. It probably will be day. If not, it'll be day ending going into night, but... Alright, there we go. There's no sound effect when it breaks. Anything growing? No iron. Hey there, Mr. Cow. Did you find a friend yet? Where's the iron? Did I miss it? It's like on the side of the hill or something? Big tree. Or do I just keep going down the staircase? Also wouldn't mind making a boat. Or seeing if there's a cave in the bottom of the ocean. Although deep ocean now, you just drown if you try and go into the bottom of it. God, those frames are just awful. I don't know if I can take much more of this, guys. We might switch gears and work on Avius. Which is probably more boring for some of you, but it means I'll be more talkative. I'm not focusing on the game. Yeah, 1.8 was a huge update. I mean, I remember that I got Hurricane Irene like right when it was supposed to come out, so I didn't have power or internet for like days, so I was playing single player Minecraft on our laptops for like a little bit, Skatem and I. And I think I remember the library had gotten power, and we were like so worried that we had missed the launch of 1.8, or if there had been any more news about the features coming out in the game. that would add the villages and the mine shafts and the new mobs and the new food and stuff. The big survival update, like the hunger bar and everything, that was all, the big 1.8 beta update. So I just remember we went to the library and would like use the internet to go look and see if the game had come out yet, and it hadn't. So we were like, oh, it was fine because it kept getting delayed. But that was a really exciting update. And then of course 1.9 adding the potions and stuff, and then the big 1.0 release. Yeah, those were big exciting days back in high school. Yeah, Spazcraft was a great series. That Amplified World was really great. That new one we did wasn't half bad, but the Amplified Terrain one was really just a great map. I had so much fun doing that, just because I just really like playing those snapshots when they're adding a lot of new features. So when they start doing the snapshots for 1.14, depending on how they go, I might get really excited for that. But that'll probably be right when we're doing Avius, so I'll probably be doing Avius video stuff. It won't be as exciting. Yep, same. That I wish. Same with Animal Crossing. All those kind of games, the discovery is a big part of it. Oh, hey. So when you kind of remove that, once you know, the game becomes fun because of other reasons, because you know everything and you can build and make really advanced stuff, but at the same time, it's, just less exciting. And wow, for being on hard mode, my food has lasted me quite a while. So we're just going to go ahead and cook probably just one of those, but I'll put another one in there. We'll eat our free fish. I really would like a bed. 16 iron's good. I'll keep that in mind, that when I get back on this, I will keep mining down, but I am not a fan of these frame rates anymore. So we are going to switch gears here. Go ahead and save and quit that world, since we did that for about a half hour, something like that, right? All right, I'm pulling up back up Discord because I'm going to switch gears and work on Avius because my internet was just being way too derpy there. I guess I can also show you guys what we've done so far. I don't know why I closed Minecraft. Hey, Necker.
Hey.
Welcome to the stream.
Hi, stream. Oh, I gotta mute the stream now.
Alright, I'll keep that in mind that staircase is worth it. Backyard wiffle ball. Get myself some diamonds. What I think out of New Leaf Cobalt, well, it was great. Everyone says it's the ideal version of Animal Crossing. I would maybe disagree. Okay, I agree. I like that there's so much stuff in it because the other games get empty sometimes, especially in Wild World and City Folk. They didn't feel empty at the times. When you go back and play them, they feel empty. It's the same thing in Minecraft. When you go back and play beta Minecraft, it feels empty, even though at the time it didn't. But because now you've got enchantments and potions and so much other stuff. But I wouldn't say New Leaf was my favorite of all four of mainstream like Animal Crossing games. I probably spent the least amount of hours on Animal Crossing New Leaf. The most amount of hours being put on City Folk because of the Wi-Fi. And then second to that is Wild World, and third is GameCube. I really only spent one town on New Leaf. And that was the first summer that it came out, really. That into that winter was probably the first real game. The most amount of hours I put in, I think it was only a couple hundred hours. Only a couple hundred hours. But for Animal Crossing over, months and months. I'm not sure what it was. I think I just never really... My friends that I'd played on Wi-Fi with just didn't really play that much. And I was starting college and was at summer camp when the game came out. So I didn't really get as much time to enjoy the game as I could because I was having to like sneak playing here and there. I just felt like with that game I would spend so much time doing the daily activities, the daily chores, because they had added so much into the game that I never really got much time to actually work on the town or do it. I mean, I guess that first town is pretty complete. I mean, I guess I did get a lot of time to do that in the first town, but every time I went back, to play the game, I don't know.
You played a lot though. You did release a lot of videos.
Yeah, that was for the GameCube one.
Yeah.
But for this, I guess the thing was with New Leaf is all the other versions of Animal Crossing pretty regularly within a year of having a map or like close to a year and completing it, I would just do a new map and it would be all over the addiction again. But with New Leaf, I never deleted that first town. I just bought a second copy of the game because I wanted to keep it because I was so proud of it because it was pretty much completed. That when I bought the new version and played it, I never got more than like a month or two, if that, into a town before not touching it for 6 or 8 months. And then they released that update, and I only played that for like a month or two. So I don't know. It was great the first town, but the other towns. Sorry, I'm going way too detailed and long into this.
Yeah, you are.
I'm waiting for the server to boot up, so that's my excuse. But something was just off about it. That's all. Because I never really went back to play it a second or a third time quite like I can go back and play the other versions of Minecraft. Like I went back and played Wild World recently still, obviously GameCube. City Folk I tried but didn't really get that into it because Wi-Fi was a big part of that one because it's basically Wild World. But anyway, I'm just looking forward to Switch. It was good. I'd like everything in it. I don't know if there's anything I would say to get rid of. I guess that was causing the issue, but I don't know. It was good. It was really exciting waiting for that release to come out. So, all right. So here's Avius.
So I heard Skatum studying on the server, working on spawn. You know what we have to put in, right?
Your firework shop or whatever it was called?
Yeah. Oh, I need information for the server so I can hop on.
You can't. I'm running it localhost. I don't have anything open.
Ah.
We all run it on our own computers because we're doing the whole GitHub Git repository deal. So anyway, to give you a sneak peek of Avius for this next map, guys, it's going to be in the spawn is going to be in a dark forest. We were trying to do something we haven't done before, but then something we also don't spend a lot of time in as a player, and we both decided that only behind probably a jungle, because we thought about, we've had the desert themes, but those are always really hard. It's really hard to do either the hot, like a desert or mesa, or do a snow world as a spawn because players will struggle to get food and resources on their first journey. So it usually has to be a lush biome because there'll be animals and such to kill as you're going around when they're leaving spawn.
But the dark jungle is still a hard start.
Exactly, that's what we were thinking. It was something we were thinking as players. We have spent very little time in jungles, in dark forests, I mean. But because they're dark, you have monsters that spawn in them during the day, but there's still a lush biome, so there's plenty of wood, there's animals, and there's lush biomes around, like plains and normal forest around it. So that's why we thought it would be a pretty good map to pick. So we're here in the middle one. This is going to be where spawn is. There was a creeper hanging out over there, but it shouldn't be an issue. So this is the start of the build. It's going to be lots of tree roots and very overgrown spawn, but that's the theme we're going for. And Skatum's going to be working mostly on the building of it, while I'm doing mostly permissions and plugin configuration, and then Zerthick is strictly coding MCMMO. And then Necker and Ultimate Gur will be some of our first testers before we open this up to everybody.
I have weekends off now, so
awesome.
Dedicated weekends and Wednesdays, so I'll be able to actually play and put time into the server and actually mod for once and not actually have to go to bed early.
Nice. Spawn and nether. Yeah, you can always put the spawn in the nether. That wouldn't be a bad idea.
We could do that as like no, I'm not gonna tell. I won't say it. We'll just leave that as a surprise.
All right. Well, that's good to know. 69 of 5 diamonds in that staircase all the way down. Now, are you making a custom map, like you're designing the terrain, or you're just building a spawn or building your own map of Minecraft?
Like our first map was custom.
Yep. done by Zen Scott. It was really great. It's just if you don't do the entire map custom, it just takes a lot of time.
It took us almost 12 hours to touch up the map.
Yeah, to get the custom place to smoothly match in with the main one. And that was partly Zen Scott's because it was the first map he made. So he didn't make it at the right elevation. So there was giant vertical cliffs either up or down where you went to the new world. He didn't make it like at the right level, which was really great because there was lots of waterfalls and lakes and it made it look really awesome. But we had to manually medicure the whole perimeter of that like 500 by 500 spawn chunk that he custom made and make it blend.
Terraform,
thank you, that's the word.
I got you.
Yes, you got me. Okay, so you know what, I'm not sure if I made the track list. List tracks, LP list tracks, Gardener, Lumberjack, Mining.
How close are we?
I was saying at the start of the stream, okay, put it this way. Spawn could be built in the next 2 weeks by the start of the February. I could finish permissions in the next 2 weeks by the start of February. It really comes down to how much coding can Zerthick get in the next 2 weeks. Because I was thinking 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, I was thinking 2 or 3 weeks. They basically have the idea out. He's actually going to have to do some coding now. I was thinking 2 or 3 weeks is a good setting, or good. Okay, because the way it's probably going to work is essentially he's going to try and release a testable MCMO version, but it's only going to have the main 3 skills. It's going to have Miner, Lumberjack, and Gardener. Herbalism, woodcutting, and mining. Right. It's not going to have, fishing and combat and alchemy and all those new ones. It's going to have those basic 3 just to test it out. And it's also going to be a way for me to test out the other plugin to test out permissions. But, at the same time, if we get players starting to run through the basic 3, to master all 3 of those classes will take, that takes a month to get everything up there. So that might be the goal, is to get a test out. But it'll just be of the main 3. And then if that works, then he'll add the combat and archery one that like everyone has in fishing, and then he'll add like the second tier ones like alchemy, enchanting, and all that stuff. So a survival map, nice. Okay, so I need to go to the tracks. Okay, well, let's do it this way. LP, group, Gardener 1, show tracks. Okay, you're right. I made the track but not set it up. Let's try Lumberjack 1 and Mining 1 to make sure I did these right. So, Luck Perms will have a really nice... What? Okay, well, let's try Lumberjack, because I know I did that one right. Okay, that's not right. Okay. Okay, how do I view the actual track now? Sometimes this plugin is confusing to me. Oh, info. That's what we want. Okay. Miner. So Miner has it. Miner 1 to Miner 2 to Miner 3 to Miner 4. So why did it show it's not a part of any track? You liar. It is a part of a track. So basically, this plugin has really, you can pre-create a track, so that way it's as simple as the promotion command is really easy. So when Zerthick does MCMO, remember that auto class, auto promote plugin he made?
Yeah.
Essentially, that will just be incorporated in his MCMO because we have these tracks set up. So essentially, the player gets put in a track to go from one rank to the next because it's all just one big circle. So when he's minor 1 and you reach level 20, it'll just promote you to the next rank in that track to minor 2. So it'll make it a little bit easier, I think. Okay, Lumberjack goes 1, 2, 3, and 4. So Gardener isn't set up yet. So let's do... I thought I forgot to do that.
You mean the class that I can OP over do in like 5 seconds?
Yeah.
Because I'm amazing.
Which one did you do really quick?
Gardener. I went through every level within like, oh my god. But that's because I took the time to
There we go.
make that huge mega farm.
That's right.
And I learned how to manipulate all the water until I could get a bucket.
That's right, because you don't get a bucket until you're level 100.
It was so great because it was literally a waterfall that spilled out every level and just got, I think it was like a 3 or 4 tier farm. Do we even still have that map?
Every Avius map is posted and still downloadable from the forums because I did verify that because we wanted to look at
Oh god,
one of them.
I need to log on to forums. I haven't logged on in a while.
Yeah, they look totally different. I have to completely like update everything. See Joaquin. Again, sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. All right, and I'll see you as well, Night Fury Gaming. Nathan, that's fun. I've played on that map before. All right, so basically I have the minor 1 through 4 set up. I have the base class set up. I have minor 1 through 4 set up, and lumberjack 1 through 4 set up, and gardener 1 through 4 set up. Now I have to set up the second ones where like you've mastered gardener, but now you're doing like mining. So it should be as simple as duplicating things. Because I think I can just clone, which is also a nice part of this new permissions plugin. So I can basically get, okay, well, let's see which one's going to be first. So first will be minor lumberjack, for instance. So what will be the deal is I'm going to, so they're minor 4 lumberjack. Oh, this is minor lumberjack base, which is going to be different than minor 4 lumberjack 1. So basically,
Are you trying to decide what's going to go in front of each other?
no, I'm just trying to decide which, because I want to make this easy on myself. Because right,
Well,
if I'm
that's not
doing minor lumberjack base, essentially, if I were to clone the minor or clone the lumberjack class,
yeah,
it's essentially everything in the lumberjack class is going to be the same thing that you're not allowed to do, except for I can remove all the minor restrictions because you're able to do all of those,
right.
and then leave it as is. And then basically lumberjack 1 just gets cloned as minor 4 lumberjack 1 because it's the exact same. Okay, so this should be really easy. I mean, it should be, right? Because minor lumberjack 1 is the exact same thing as lumberjack 1. The only difference between those classes is the base class they call in, and the base class is the exact same as the lumberjack base class, except for it just has the minor things removed. So,
Yes.
so what I should do is LP group. So lumberjack base. I'm going to take that and I'm going to clone it into minor lumberjack base. And then what I'm going to do is pull up the editor, the fancy editor, LP group minor lumberjack B. And then because they've already mastered mining, what I need to do is remove all the restrictions they have in regards to mining, but leave the restrictions
for lumber, right?
For lumberjack and gardeners.
Yeah.
Well, really, the lumberjack restrictions aren't in here because those are done in the individual classes. But yes, the gardener ones need to stay in, and then what I need to do is add in the buckets. That's when I. Oh,
Yeah,
whoops.
that's the part that you need, because buckets.
So we'll go ahead and open up lumberjack 4, for instance, to pull those from. Because I have the old permissions file from the last one, and I've been kind of using that
As a base.
as a base to pull stuff from, so we can get rid of these abilities. But yes, so they, for instance, that it has flow lava. Yeah, so it's got the bucket thing in there, the modify. Okay. So we just have all of those, and it's all gardener stuff.
Is it? I can't see because it's 720p and it's garbage.
Is it garbage? Oh, why didn't you
Yeah,
guys tell me?
it's 720p. It's like really hard
Oh, well, if
to
it's
see.
720p, then that's still HD. You should still be able to make this out.
It's okay. It's not the best.
Because if it is bad, it's just my internet. Sometimes it's great for this, sometimes it's not. I am hardwired in. So we'll look. If it is low quality, I'm just going to stop the stream because it's not
Yeah,
worth it.
it's pretty. Like
Oh,
the words.
okay, yeah, so you're right, but that's also really tiny, so you can't see it. Okay,
Yeah.
that's tolerable.
Yeah, because it's really washed out. Mike, did you get to see the Star Wars yet, or no?
No, I don't give anything about Star Wars.
Oh.
Hey, Hunter. Yes, I'm alive. Yeah, I can zoom in. That might help you out to read them out.
Yeah.
Although I can't. Okay, I can.
Can you?
Is that better?
I gotta give it a second.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how far back the stream is.
Well, my internet's definitely being crappy then because before it was only a second or two delay.
There we go. Yep, that was good.
Okay.
Right there. Yeah, that's a lot better. You could hardly see it before.
So all these numbers, I'm assuming that these aren't anything special. Okay. Assuming that
Oh yeah, with Sponge we don't have to worry about a set ID number. We can just call it.
Everything uses the names now instead of the numbers.
Oh, thank God.
We could have done that in the past. It was just much easier to do the numbers. I had the commented version, but I started getting lazy and stopped with that. So.
I remember that.
Yeah, because the server would wipe the comments out every time. So you had to do 2 at once, then I would always forget. Okay, yeah, those look like they're all gardener stuff. And of course we had the lumberjack stuff in there too, but it was fine. Okay. So what we'll do now is go ahead and pull up the luck perms and pull up the chat. Okay, so I need to, so this is going to be miner lumberjack base. It's going to pull from the group base. So essentially anything in here that's mining related we need to remove. This is all gardener stuff. That's fine. Diamond pickaxe, they can use those now. Golden pickaxe.
Yeah, level 100, right?
Yep, because they're 100 and they're 500 in miner.
Oh yeah, sorry.
They've mastered the mining class at this point.
Now, did we set our values yet, or?
No, because that's all in the MCMO plugin that still has to be made, basically. So.
Is that something where all mods are going to be present for?
Yeah, but we're going to use the same ones they were before, because we already had a pretty balanced system in place already.
That is true.
And we've already gone through. We've already decided what all the new blocks are, and the only really new thing is beetroots, but they're going to basically be the same thing as carrots and potatoes. Maybe worth a little bit more, like an experience point or 2 more, because they're a little bit harder to find. And then bone blocks that you can find underneath of swamps and deserts. They're really rare, and if you find a fossil underground, we're going to make those worth more than diamonds when you mine them. And you can use a wooden pickaxe, so if you find them early on, you'll get yourself a couple levels for sure. I think that was really about it. Oh yeah, the chorus fruit. The coarse flowers will be worth a lot because it's just an end thing, but I think those are the only things. Because Lumberjack didn't get anything new, Miner didn't get anything new. Oh yeah, I got the bone block, and then there's the two new things. And then we already kind of got that list up and going. Golden pickaxe, iron pickaxe.
Sorry, I haven't been around on Minecraft for a while. Because, you know.
That is fine.
Real life job.
Alright, so there shouldn't be any... Oh, there's a diamond pickaxe. Alright, I think I got all the pickaxes. Yeah, that's the nice thing about miner class. It's really simple because unless you use a pickaxe, you can't get any miner stuff anyway. You don't have to restrict the block breaking, but with like gardener and lumberjack, yeah, you got to restrict the tools, but you can also just use your fist to collect the stuff. So it's much more tedious to do that. Okay.
So everyone's just gonna start out fresh again, right?
Yeah. If you were a donator and you come back, I will give you some money, but other than that, everyone's going to be completely fresh, just because it's going to be different and it's been years.
It has been years. I think we're pushing like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Actually, no, we might be pushing 4 because that's when I started working.
Nice backyard. That's good to know. Okay. So then this is ready. So now I execute this command. Alright, so that's the miner lumberjack base. And essentially, now what we're going to do is I'm going to probably push this out as a backup first. As a commitment, because I did do this.
You're going to save it?
Yep. Push it as a commitment here.
That web permission's nice.
Yes, it is.
The
only complaint about it that I have is it's great for editing like 1 or 2 things at a time, but on the permission file, you can see all of them at once. Yeah. So I can look at the difference between 2 or just like copy and paste in one document. If I want to work on like 3 or all the minor classes at the same time and I have to pull each one up individually in its own tab, and then copying and pasting is a little bit tedious between the two. It's not as simple as that, but everything else about it has been pretty great. So
need to have Zerthick make one to where it
no, that one's about as good as it can do, because it opens the web thing and then it gives you a command to run, and then it basically applies all of your permissions at once. It's pretty snazzy. All right, git commit. Added miner lumberjack base class. My internet's gonna kill me. Git push. Alright, see you later, Nathan. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, that's finished. Let's pull the server back up. I'm probably going to stream until I finish this one base class up, and then we'll call it quit because it's already going on an hour and a half. So, this time flies when you're streaming, apparently.
Yeah, and YouTube doesn't like you streaming long.
Sorry, the stream quality this time was not as good as last. It is a Saturday evening, so there's not getting as good bandwidth, I guess. Hey, Big Canes. Welcome. Just working on Avius. Parent spawn area. I work Sundays, and I'll be doing a 10-hour workday tomorrow, so when I get home, I don't usually stream or feel like streaming after work, but I'll be on working on stuff probably, but, I mean, I can't rule it out that I'll do it, but I probably won't. Usually saves it for, like, Thursday, Friday, Saturdays.
What are we talking about? Oh.
Someone was asking me to stream tomorrow night. Okay. I love this, the plugin that we've doubled the lengths of day and night, so it's nighttime for 20 minutes and then it's daytime for 20 minutes.
Oh, good.
So
I'm tired
it
of
just means
long
that when it
nights.
storms for like a long time.
And watch, there's no one on the server, then you sleep.
True. All right, so
Though I don't think we should enable beds like that.
yeah, we have the no sleep plugin in. So okay, so now the minor lumberjack class is minor lumberjack 1 is literally the exact same as lumberjack 1 because
It is,
every
but
because every
besides punch
because
quit.
everything that we restrict for it has already been determined in the base class, because the lumberjacks 1 through 4 classes just restrict or just have to do with the lumberjack version. So this should be as easy as a clone and a verification, change the prefix and we should be done. So this should actually be pretty easy to do. If I've set up the base classes properly, this will work.
Um.
So
So wait, is he allowed to get wood?
yes. But remember, lumberjack 1 between levels 0 and 20, you're only using a wooden axe, a wooden spade, and you're only getting oak and dark oak.
Oh yeah. So, woo.
Yeah.
How big's our safety net?
What do you mean?
On spawn. Are we near the 500 by 500?
Oh yeah, we haven't set that up yet. We're not sure. Might make it smaller. We'll see.
I just don't want it to look like trash again.
Yeah.
Cause
Probably
I will.
250. Drive one editor. Alright. So the base class is going to be minor-lumberjack B. It's going to pull from. And then all of these should be the same. There shouldn't be any minor stuff in here or gardener stuff in here. It's all just what you can do and can't do. It has a level 0 to 20 lumberjack, which is obviously the most things. So that should be good. Prefixes, let's see. Let's see, we need to go to this. So minor-lumberjack is gray. It's at 7. It's the color of that. And then the first name is adventurer.
Venturer. That word sounds funny.
Okay, so then we'll save that. Run this fancy command and it's going to know what to do, which is pretty remarkable. Okay, beautiful. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we're going to clone this lumberjack 2 into minor lumberjack 2. Do the same thing. No, I'm not doing any tornado survival anytime soon. Any Minecraft right now has been working on Avius here. Lumberjack base, the same thing. Same thing as 7. And then you get called Explorer. Alright, save that. Lumberjack 3. Then pull up the editor for 3. Same thing. Minor 7. And you're going to be surveyor. We can delete these bucket ones because we already have the bucket commands in place. Save that. And then we're ready to finish up already, the masterclass. There we go. Another editor session. Yeah, there won't be anything in this one. Delete those. Same thing. Minor that. Change that to 7. And then you're going to have this become Survivalist is your title. Okay. Copy to clipboard. All right, Minor Lumberjack should now be set up. Curse of Vanishing. I think that if you die with it on or die using it, I think it disappears. It doesn't drop. Like, it's gone forever if you die with it in your inventory. Hey, Kara. Welcome to the stream. Sorry I missed that. I'm going to go ahead and push this. Commit this to the Git repository. I keep forgetting to show you guys the Dynamap. Or the Dynamap. Okay, so git add. Yeah, it's one of the new ones. And then you have the Curse of Binding, which means it's like on you forever. You can't take it off. Unless you die, I think. Or it might even stay on then. I'm not sure. This was the new 2 enchantments they added. Alright, so that's been completed. Yeah, sweet. Alright, it might now be time. So next up will be... Well, I think that's going to be it for now. I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap this stream up, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, playing a bit of vanilla Minecraft. And working on Avius. Get hype for Avius. Join the Discord if you would like. And hopefully we'll have something to play here in the very near future. Hopefully. Very soon. Very soon, pending how MCMO goes, but the way Zerthick works, if he actually sits down and finally works on this, now that we've got the idea straight, which I think he does, it shouldn't take him more than, like 1 week, and he should have something up and running for this. So, we'll see if we can get there in a couple weeks. Alright. Well, thank you guys for tuning in. See you later back here with ball, couple ball. So long.
Later.